Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie from Streamlined Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Tonight, we're talking about Zoom. So, Zoom just put out an update about 3 or 4 days ago. And in this newest version, they've added a few features. And we're going to talk about one of those tonight. And tonight's feature we're talking about is the ability to add slides to your Zoom meeting. But instead of sharing your screen and sharing the slides as you may have done in the past, you can now present your slides behind you as a virtual background. And with your head right there, your face right there, so that people don't have to necessarily look at two different places, look at one window to see your slides, look at another window to see you. If you're familiar with the traditional Zoom setup, when someone does share their screen and wants to go through some slides, then the bigger part of the screen opens up and you'll see the slides. But if you want to see the person talking, they're in a smaller screen, usually up towards the top. And so that's obviously very nice, but just think of how much more effective it could be if you were in fact speaking on in the same window as your slides, so that your audience could see you at the same time as your slides and they don't have to divert their attention to one or the other. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick little demo of how that works. We'll head over to the screen over here. And you'll see here that I've got my Zoom up right here. And if you come down to the bottom, this is where we traditionally would share the screen. And we're going to do the same thing tonight. We're going to click on this green Share Screen button, and it's going to give us some options. And we're going to click on, usually we're used to seeing the basic options right here, but we're going to click on Advanced, and you'll see a new feature. It's in beta right now. It's called Slides as Virtual Background. And so when we click on that option and we click Share at the bottom right-hand corner of the box, then it's going to ask us what we want to share. And so I've got a PowerPoint presentation here that I'm going to share with you. Keep in mind right now it only works with PowerPoint, so you do have to have a PowerPoint presentation. And so you'll see that up here in the top box, I'm still here, but now I'm also down here with my slides. And I can adjust myself to be whatever size I want. If I think this size is more effective, I can go ahead and do that. You do, of course, have to be careful when designing your slides. You don't want to be covering up any wording or covering up any logos or anything else that you put on the slide. So I'm going to adjust it to about right there. And now everybody can watch me at the same time that they're watching the slides. And I, as the presenter, can go ahead and just go through my slides down here. I can advance them with this little arrow here. And there you go. This was this week's earlier presentation. And we keep flipping through the slides as we go on and give our presentation. And this way we don't have to have people looking in two different places in order to see what's going on. In fact, they could come and just pin this and see only this screen where both myself and the slides are being shown. And so we can give our presentation in front of the slides. Now, of course, this is really great for people that are doing estate planning presentations. I know a lot of those used to be done live and now they've taken that online. So that can be a great way for you to present your estate planning information to potential new clients and to the community. Another way that I thought about using it, and I think we'll be starting to do this ourselves, is we can develop agendas and place those on the screen. Because a lot of times, if you're in a meeting, sometimes they can go on a little bit longer than you want. And so having that agenda front and center to remind everybody what we're here to talk about, and so that we can stay on track and stay focused, I think is a fantastic idea. And so we went ahead and gave this a try. Again, I'm going to click on Share Screen. I'm going to go to the Slides as Virtual Background. I'm going to share, but this time I'm going to pick my agenda slide. And I'm going to go ahead and open that up here. And voila, we've got the agenda for our meeting. So this is a case review meeting. We're going to be we're going to greet each other, share some good news for the first 5 minutes. We're going to review open cases for the next 30 minutes, review PNCs for the next 15, and then review time entries for the last 10. And in fact, I think I might prefer to put some actual times like 3 o'clock to 3:05 or 3:10 or whatever, to keep us on track would be really nice. The other thing that you can do here is move yourself around. So if I do have slides where I don't want to, block things out, I can move my own picture around, and that can be helpful as well. Um, you know, it does allow you to go around like this. Um, Unfortunately, if you make it bigger and you just want to scoot yourself over a little bit, that doesn't necessarily work because it's got to account for the screen size over here. But yeah, it's a great way to be able to feature both yourself and whatever it is you're talking about at the same time. So go ahead, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you find it helpful for your presentations. And I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for joining us tonight and have a great evening.